Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I had some issues uploading the full video of the last class we had. So this class is going to be a continuation of where the video stopped. So in today's class we are going to be looking at multiplication and division of integers. But before we get into that, let me quickly reiterate some of the things that we discussed in the last class. So I taught you that integers are whole numbers that do not have a fractional or a decimal part attached to it. And I also told you that it can either be positive, negative, or zero. And then we went ahead to identify some integers. So for today's class, let's start with multiplication of integers. So in multiplying integers, there are a set of rules that you should apply in order to get the correct result whenever you're solving problems that are related to multiplication of integers. And the first one is, if a negative integer is multiplying another negative integer, the outcome will be a positive outcome. The second rule goes this way. If a negative integer is multiplying a positive integer, the outcome will be a negative outcome. And the last one is, if a positive integer is multiplying another positive integer, the outcome will be positive. So these are the rules that you should use in multiplication of integers to get the correct result. So let's go ahead and solve some multiplication problem. Question 1. Negative 10 multiplying negative 5. Question 2. Positive 2 multiplying negative 4. Question 3. Negative 4 multiplying positive 5. And question 4. Positive 8 question 4. 10, that's a positive 10 multiplying a positive 4. So looking at our rules, we know that a negative multiplying another negative is going to give us a positive outcome. So we'll go ahead to multiply the digits. That is 10 times 5. 10 times 5 is 50. And we will not bother writing the positive sign because it's not necessary. The question 2. Positive 2 multiplying negative 4 will give us a negative outcome. Then we'll go ahead to multiply the digits. 2 by 4 is 8. That's a negative 8. The third one, a negative 4 multiplying a positive 5. A negative multiplying a positive will give us a negative outcome. 4 by 5 is 20. So we have our answer as negative 20. Then a positive multiplying another positive will give us a positive outcome. Then 10 times 4 is 40. So these are the answers that you get for this sort of problem. Guys, you can go ahead and pause the video and try to solve this problem. The first one is negative 2 multiplying another negative 2. The second one is a negative 4 multiplying a positive 2. The third one is a positive 5 multiplying a negative 2. And the fourth one is a positive 10 multiplying a positive 2. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can get the answers to this question. For the first one, negative multiplying a negative will give us a positive outcome. 2 times 2 is 4. So we'll have a positive 4. A negative, the second one, a negative multiplying a positive will give us a negative outcome. 4 times 2 is 8. The third one, a positive multiplying a negative will still give us a negative outcome. 5 times 2 is 10. Then the fourth one, a positive multiplying a positive will give us a positive answer. 10 times 2 is 20. So we have a positive 20 as our answer. So these are the answers that you're supposed to get to each of the problems. Now we are done with the multiplication. Let's move on to division of integers. So in division of integers, just like the multiplication, there are also a set of rules that you should apply in order to get the correct results when dividing integers. And the first rule is if a negative integer is divided by another negative integer, the outcome will be a positive outcome. The second rule is if a negative integer is divided by a positive integer, the outcome will be a negative outcome. The third one is if a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, the outcome will still be a negative. And the fourth one, if a positive integer is divided by another positive integer, the outcome will be positive. So these are the rules that you should apply when dividing integers in order for you to get the correct results. Now, having said that, let's go on and solve some division problems. Question 1. Negative 10 divided by negative 5. Question 2. Negative 4 divided by positive 2. Question 3. Positive 25 divided by positive 5. And question 5. Positive 8 divided by a negative 2. Now, using the rules, we know that a negative divided by another negative will give us a positive outcome. So this is negative 10 divided by a negative 5. The outcome is going to be positive. And then we'll go ahead to divide the digits. 10 divided by 5 will give us 2. Positive 2. The second one, a negative 4 divided by a positive 2. A negative divided by a positive is going to give us a negative outcome. So we'll go ahead and write our negative sign and then we'll divide the digits. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we'll have a negative 2 as our answer. The third one, a positive 25 divided by a positive 5. Positive divided by positive will give us a positive outcome. So we'll go ahead to divide the digits. 25 divided by 5 will give us 5. That is a positive 5. And the fourth one, a positive 8 divided by a negative 2. Positive divided by a negative will give us a negative outcome. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the answer is a negative 4. So these are the answers that you get to problems like this. Guys, you can go ahead and pause the video and try to solve these problems. The first problem is a negative 20 divided by a positive 2. The second one is a negative 30 or positive 35 divided by a positive 5. The third one is a positive 40 divided by a negative 4. And the fourth one is a negative 10 divided by a negative 2. So guys, go ahead and pause the video and try to solve these problems on your own. For the first one, a negative divided by a positive will give us a negative outcome. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So we'll have negative 10 as our answer. The second one, a positive divided by a positive will give us a positive outcome. 35 divided by 5 will give us 7. So that's a positive 7. The third one, a positive divided by a negative will give us a negative outcome. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So we'll have negative 10 as our answer. And the fourth one, a negative divided by a negative will give us a positive outcome. Positive outcome. 10 divided by 2 is 5. That's a positive 5. So these are the answers that you should get to these problems. And that is it for division of integers. In summary of multiplication and division of integers, from these rules that I gave you can see that if the signs are alike, the outcome will be a positive outcome. Look at this. This is a negative multiplying a negative. The outcome is a positive. And then a positive multiplying a positive, the outcome is also positive. But if the signs are not alike, this is a negative multiplying a positive multiplying a negative, the signs will be negative. This also applies to division. If the signs are alike, if the signs of the numbers you're dividing are alike, the outcome will be a positive. So just try to remember that if the signs are alike, the outcome will be a positive outcome. But if the signs are not alike, the outcome will be a negative outcome. And also, guys, just to incorporate the zero figure, because I told you 0 is also an integer. If any number is multiplying 0, the outcome will be 0. So 5 times 0 is 0. Any number times 0 is 0. And then coming to the division, if you see this kind of thing, this is equal to 0. 0 divided by 5 or any number, 0 divided by any number is equal to 0. So guys, that's it for today's class. Please join me in the next class to continue with the addition and subtraction of integers. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next class. Bye.